Why people pleasing is hurting you. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Arica Angelo, and I am the dating and relationship expert that men come to. They trust me. They've been doing this with me for 12 years, and they come to me from all over the world to help them become the kind of man that she cannot resist. Wow, here's the important part. While not losing yourself or her in the process. So we're going to talk about people pleasing. Listen, I think people pleasing is something that a lot of us get ingrained with, right? When we go to school, what teachers tell us, do this, do that. And if you behave, if you're the good kid, if you're the kid that doesn't cause trouble and you make everyone happy, then what? People are pleased with you. Why do we become addicted to that? Well, before I share that with you, make sure if you're new here that you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, because if you don't do that, YouTube's never gonna tell you when another one of these helpful videos that will change your life is out and about. So make sure you turn that on. It's very important to turn on that bell. And the other thing is this, if you have never worked with me, boy, are you missing out. You can schedule a call with me right now and we can talk about if my coaching is the right fit for you. And let me tell you, it is a game changer. The testimonials that I get from men are life changing. So make sure that you schedule that call with me. So we get addicted to people pleasing because of this. If we make people happy, as we've been so conditioned to do, then what do we get? We get love, we get nurture, we get accolades. Oh, what a good little boy. And so what happens is we get conditioned like, this is how I get love. This is my reward in life. But here's the problem of why this actually hurts you. Because when you try to please everyone, you've heard this expression, I'm sure you have. When you try to please everyone, you please no one. And the big no one in this is yourself. Because when you're always accommodating everyone else, when you're saying yes to everyone else, guess who you're saying no to? The person right in the mirror. Now, I give dating and relationship advice to men. So maybe you're watching this video and you're like, you don't need dating and relationship advice. You could be a woman, you could be anyone. But here's the thing. For a man in the dating and relationship context, when you're always trying to please a woman, you have no sense of self. You have lost who you are. Every time that I say yes to someone and I am saying no to myself, that is a piece of myself. That's a part of myself that I've given to everyone else. So when I try to show up in the world strong and confidently and secure, I can't, because I'm no longer a whole person, because I've been giving pieces of myself away every time I say yes to someone else and I say no to me. So if you're trying to become a whole person, now this is where it comes into anyone who's watching this, and it's not for dating and relationship advice. When you give yourself to everyone else, you do not get to show up in the true, authentic person that you are. You don't get to show up with integrity of who you are, because you haven't taken the time to really say yes to yourself. So listen, it's scary. It's scary to come out of that transition of not being a people pleaser, of taking a stand for yourself and saying, you know what, I actually don't want to do that. Or you know what, that actually doesn't resonate with me. I'm not going to go along with this, and this is what I prefer, or this is who I am. That kind of thing for a people pleaser is super scary. And so this is what I encourage my people pleasers with this. If you're my client and we were working together, I would always say this, start small. Because what happens is when you please everyone else, you don't trust yourself. You trust everyone else but you, which is why you've lost a sense of yourself. But you don't get off that easy. You actually you're doing this with an intention to get what you want, which is love, but it's not working for you. It's actually hurting you. So this is what I would tell you if you're my client. Start off with something small. I always tell my clients, like, think of going to Starbucks with your friends and you say, hey, so I'm from the Los Angeles area, and most of the time, a lot of us LA people would go to Coffee Bean over Starbucks. Like, it was just a preference. And so for you, it's like you could be in Seattle, wherever you are. Say, I just thought of coffee, so Seattle, and it's raining in Bali, so I thought of coffee. But say, listen, you know, I necessarily don't want to go to Starbucks, or I don't want to go to Coffee Bean. I'd prefer to go to this boutique cafe down the road. Why don't we try this out? It's making those small pivots that helps you get yourself back by trusting yourself, by being in integrity with who you are and what you really want. So start small. Many times people try to overachieve and they try to do the big thing and they've not really built themselves up in the process. So they're just constantly taking big risks without having their character and their own integrity in place. So start with the small. Start with something like coffee. I get so worked up about this. I get so excited because this has been my own personal journey as well of like overcoming like people pleasing and people saying, this is what you should do, and going, no. The minute I started saying no and started saying yes to myself, that's when I got my life back. That's when my life became magical. That's when I was able to create the life that I really wanted and started being with the people that I actually wanted when I stopped trying to please everyone. So take those baby steps, my people pleaser. But know this, you have what it takes, but it is a huge paradigm shift that you are going to have to shift inside of you. This is not an easy thing to do, but it can be done if you are determined to fight for you. And I hope that you are, but you have what it takes. And know this, baby doll, and this moment that you're loved. If this video helped me, of course it helped me because I wouldn't be sharing this if it hadn't. But if it helped you, make sure in the comment section below you tell me like what part of this really resonated, and are you going to commit to yourself to stop being a people pleaser so that you can get you back, and in turn you can get the people who you really want in your life to show up because they actually have the whole person, the authentic person, the real person that's really you there, because you're not giving yourself away anymore. Stop hurting yourself, my people pleaser. Start saying yes to you and quit saying yes to everyone else. You are loved and you've got this.